Hi guys, hi everyone. Welcome to our channel once again. Look, it's a Saturday, and we are trying to have some good times. Me and my brother. I have a guest today, and my brother, his name is Gerard. So we're going to have some sort of just a chat about some sort of life stuff, business, especially business. So welcome to our channel. It's Migrant South, and today is a weekend. So we just want to chat about things that we do as foreign nationals, things that we operate in terms of business. And my brother here is one of the guy that's also involved in different business, and it's never easy. It's never easy. So I think we just want to go through that and discuss what he does and how it has been so far in this country, trying to navigate around life, trying to make it a honest life. Many people do make life, they do hustle, they do look for money, but we do have different ways of looking for money. And I think it's always difficult for people like us who want to live a honest life, right? And in trying to live an honest life, it comes with its own challenges, but because we are resilient and we want to work hard and make sure that we get where we want to get in an honest way, we still do it. So yeah, welcome to our channel, brother.
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah, how is life? How is life in South Africa? Let's start there. When did you come to South Africa?
Okay, I came here that was 2010.
Wow. Okay.
So
Yeah. Okay.
from 2010, I was in Joburg. Then I moved to Bloemfontein.
Yeah.
And then I moved from Bloemfontein to Cape Town.
To Cape Town. Wow. Okay, so 2010, I was already about 3 years in South Africa by that time,
Okay.
because I got here in 2007,
Yeah.
and as you said, so I started first in Durban,
Yeah.
and then I moved. Okay, let me start like this. I started in Joburg,
Joburg. Yeah.
then went to Durban.
Yes.
Then I came back to Joburg again.
Joburg again.
Then I went back to Durban. Okay.
Yeah.
From there, and then I moved to Eastern
Yeah.
Cape, now in Cape Town.
Cape Town.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, basically that. Okay. And what do you do here in Cape Town?
Right. Here in Cape Town, since I came in Cape Town in 2012, I
Yeah.
started working like a kitchen assistant.
Okay.
Yeah, I started in a Scala washing dishes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I started learning how to manage to make food.
Yeah.
So I became to the position of assistant head chef.
Okay.
So I was assisting a head chef. Continued doing that, then someone tipped me off that, you know what, brother, what you can do is, this is an Indian shop.
Okay.
You need to upgrade to
Mm.
know how to make English food.
Yeah.
Then I find a job in
Yeah. So
Waterfront.
basically, in that kitchen, it was more of curry stuff,
Curries,
Indian
biryani,
cuisine.
all the cuisine of Indians.
Wow.
That's what we was doing.
Yeah.
So I moved from there. I go to Waterfront.
Mm.
So in Waterfront, I started working in Beluga. Sevluga.
Mm.
So in Sevluga, I started learning how to make English food.
Mm.
In so doing, I became with an idea that no, now I'm a chef because I know Indian cuisine, I know English cuisine. Now I can call myself a chef. Then I go to Asala, that is in Stellenbosch,
Okay.
to learn how to make food
Okay.
and to have a knowledge of food. Then I end up having a knowledge of food. Then I have a nice CV. Then I started looking for serious jobs that I'm a chef. Then I find a job in a guest house.
Okay.
Before I go to the guest house, I find a job in Otra. There was a certain Argentinian guy who was having a food factory. So he employed me there as a big chef there.
Okay.
To manufacture food, actually for Argentinians. So we was doing empanadas. So I started making empanadas, introducing different empanadas that African people can like it even. So we hit. The guy opened 3 shops. So I started talking about money issues because
Yeah.
he was paying me a peanut.
Yes, as usual. One of those things that we are aware of.
Yeah, so I was like, boss, why you are paying me peanut? Because
Yeah.
me now, as you can see,
I'm the one making this.
I'm the one.
If you're going to one shop to 2, 3 shops,
and
I'm the guy.
By that time, the idea was making that food to be sold in a big shops like ShopRite, Pick and Pay, Checkers. So the guy was like, no, I cannot increase your money because we are not reaching where I need to be. So I was like, but the people who are selling this at the market, they are getting better more than me.
How is that possible?
So how do you think I'm gonna feel as a man who make the food?
Sorry, let me stop you there first. Life has so many stories, man.
Yeah.
And look, I know, as you know, this is a Migrant South channel. We talk about everything migrant,
Yeah.
our lives in South Africa. And fellow South Africans, they always complain to say that we as foreigners, we get employed because we accept small money,
Yes.
cheap money.
Yes.
But they do not realize that if we get that cheap money, if we accept that cheap money,
Yeah.
or for instance, if we end up accepting that money, it's not like we want to accept it
No.
or we enjoy accepting it. I'm raising this point because you just said that I think for you to, if you you took that time to learn the skill.
The skill, yeah.
All right. At that point, you did not have a skill.
Yeah.
But for you to get to that point where now you are saying that I want this kind of money,
Yes.
it's because you now realize the value that you have now.
I have a skill.
You already have the skill.
Yes.
And at that point, I want to raise this point because you cannot come from a point where you have no skill
Yeah.
and expect to get this high
Yes.
when you have nothing to offer.
That's it. That's it.
You have to accept that at this point, as you said, you start by washing dishes.
Yes.
Not because you wanted to stay in that stage of washing. You were looking forward
No.
where you're gonna be in the next few years after.
Another thing is like by the time I was washing dishes,
Yeah.
I see a waiter,
Yeah.
a small boy, is giving me a lot of plates, and when I'm slow to give him back the plates, he's gonna shout on me. You see, so it was like one day I wanna be a waiter. Can I be? But how I gonna be? So I need to find out the way that they're gonna make me to be in that position. But the cooking style was like my habit, because back home,
Yeah.
in our family, we born 6 boys,
Yeah.
1 girl.
Yeah.
So my mother used to push everyone so that our sister cannot be like our mate.
Yes.
You see, so everyone's got a day to cook. So it was like, today you're gonna cook, tomorrow this guy gonna cook. So I started learning how to cook from that time. So when I came here, when I was in the kitchen, when I see people cooking, my mind was always like, oh, one day I wanna be like that guy.
What we learn from home.
Yes.
People always do not pay attention to that.
Yes.
Everything starts from home, brother.
Yes. So it comes to my ambition.
Yeah.
I end up being a chef. Then after that guy in a Como Food, that was a food factory.
Yeah.
After he told me that he's not gonna increase my salary.
Yeah.
Then I just be quiet. I didn't explain too much. I just know that this guy just wanna use me. So it's fine. So I started looking for a job. There I find a job in a fish hook. It was a guest house. So there they was looking for a chef, like to make a breakfast, English breakfast. So they said, we need a couple.
Okay.
The woman must clean, so the man must work like a chef. So may I get that position?
Okay.
So we go there, we started working. That's where our life started showing that now we are stable.
Yes.
In South Africa, in Cape
Yes.
Town.
Yes.
Yeah, because It was a sleeping job.
Yeah.
In which we have accommodation.
Yeah.
We don't pay rent.
Yeah.
What we was getting is what we have, and what the guests they left it is belong to us. So we started saving money. We started enjoying social life, everything. We become that. No, this is South Africa.
Yeah, and that's what I want really people to understand, that no one can ever wish to be underpaid.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
I went through that. You know, for me, my ambition was always, I would take any job. It's any amount.
Yes.
As long as I know after 2-3 years of doing that job, it will lift my experience.
Yes.
It will lift my skills. And then that skill and that experience I've got in that 3 years, I will use to the next employer.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna squeeze him on that point, because I know what I am value now.
Yes.
I know I want the employer to want me, to need me.
To need you, yeah.
Not the other way around.
Or even the recommendation that you're gonna receive from the
other
employers.
Exactly.
There must be something that is attracting another one.
Exactly.
Yes.
And that's one of the strategies that I think most foreigners use.
Yeah.
Because we understand that, hey, this is not my home country.
Understand?
I do not know much of what's happening in this country.
Yeah.
And I have to survive. And for me to do that, I have to be valuable to somebody who needs me.
100%.
And when I become valuable, then I can set my own price.
Yeah.
You can't set your own price if you have no skill.
You don't have a skill. You don't have any way to say.
What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say?
You can't even demand.
And you're hungry.
Yes. And you see, I started working there.
Yeah.
We spent 3 years there. I go back home.
Yeah.
For our first leave.
Yes.
And I get married there.
Wow.
Yeah. Because I told my wife that this job is our opportunity for you and me to get married. Our first leave, we went back home, we get married. And this boss, we told him that we're gonna be back here. This is our job. And that guy went to England and believing me that I'm gonna come back. And by the time I was back, I phoned him that I'm back. He told me, "Are you serious?"
Yeah.
I said, "Yes." He told me that you know the job. So prepare everything. Guess they're gonna started coming now. So on 20th December 2017, I was here.
Wow.
Again. So we started again. So we go. And by the time the business went down for him, he was not getting more clients because we was staying close to the golf course. So the target was the English people who come to the golf course. So the people, they stopped coming. So the guy, white people, they think about business.
Yes.
They know already.
Yes.
If this business is slow like this, in a couple 2 years, I'll be low for everything. Then he thinks that I must just sell the guest house.
The guest house. Okay.
So he sold it. So we became jobless, me and my wife. By that time, we find a white guy. That guy is the guy that I call him like a good guy to my life. Yeah. He was a military soldier in my country by the time of apartheid. And you know my country too
And
much.
you told him, okay, it's time to pay back what you did to us.
And that guy is a good guy. His name is Mike.
Wow.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
He started raining me.
Yeah.
And me, I rain him.
Yeah.
And we know each other.
Yeah.
Then he put trust on me.
Yeah.
And I put trust on him.
Yes.
You
Very
see?
important.
So we build like a good relationship with
Yeah.
him. So that guy, when he hear that this guy is selling the property, he fight for me. He find a job for me.
Wow.
Then we started working there. So then I work. While I was continue working, this guy Mike was asking me few questions.
Yeah.
This is not your country, but what you need to do, because now you are a man. I have a son by that time. Then he was telling me that now you have a family now.
Yeah.
So what you gonna do next? Are you gonna work here like this for the rest of your life.
No, of course,
So
no one wants to say the restaurant industry
You
for
see,
for the rest
so
of
I was like,
for
yeah.
the rest of your life. No.
When I go back home, sitting down, thinking what Mike told me, I was like, I need to find something that I want
Yes.
to do.
Yeah.
So one day I was telling Mike that, you know what, Mike, I need to open a tie shop back home.
Back home. Okay.
So Mike told me that, no, your country is very poor. If you take the business there,
Yeah.
no, you're not gonna be happy.
You're not gonna make it.
Find money, open that business here. You can go back home, you fry. You just spend 2 hours
Yes.
there, you back here. Here is where you're gonna make money. So
Good advice.
yes, it was
good
a good
advice.
advice. So
Yeah.
my mind started cooking business issues. Now I'm moving out from the kitchen. My mind is becoming of business issues.
Business
now.
oriented.
Yeah, business. What I can do.
Yeah.
How am I gonna survive here?
Yeah.
Am I gonna work the long like this? No. So instead of opening that business here, I didn't do it
Yeah.
because it needs a lot.
The
The tire fitting shop.
tire fitting shop.
Yeah, it needs a lot.
You need to
So,
come. You need to come to me. That's my specialty.
Serious.
Yes. You don't know.
I don't.
Oh, is it?
Serious.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll talk about that next.
Okay.
Yeah.
So after I work for a quiet period,
Yeah.
then I get fired. When I get fired, I was very disappointed. And by that time, my wife got a second child. So we are like 4 here. So the
I know the
responsibility
pressure.
is high.
Yes, I know.
So I was like, what am I gonna do? One day, I went to a shop
Yeah.
to buy a cockroach killers. In our house, there was a lot of cockroaches.
Yes.
So I went there to ask for cockroaches killers. So that woman, she sold me a good cockroaches killers, in which I spray in my house. From that day, I never seen a cockroaches.
Okay.
So my mind became and told me that why, if I can buy a lot of them from that woman, and me started selling it to other people, the recommendation that I'm gonna get from those people, they're gonna make me somewhere. So I'm gonna start making a little, but it will be fine. You see, so I started selling 500. It was 50 mils of cockroaches chemicals.
Yeah.
Then I get a lot of customers. After I do
Interesting.
after I do that for quite 2-3 months, it was a huge profit that I get. Then myself, I empower myself. I said, no, now I need to open a company. That company, I must call it a pest control shop. Then I started doing pest control, and I call that company Charlie's and Sons Pest Control Service.
Wow.
So I started advertising that on social media, on Facebook. Actually, I deal with social media, Facebook first, because I'm in a lot of groups and communities. Then I used to post my advert on those communities.
Yes.
So I used to get people who is calling me.
Yes.
Can you come?
Yes.
We need to see your service.
Yes.
So I started like with one person.
Yeah.
That person gave me a recommendation on my page.
Then it calls on the next
then
one.
another customer come again. In summer, this summer that just gone.
Yeah.
I was very happy because I was very busy.
Great.
I was caught today, tomorrow, another day. I can't stay at home.
Good.
Then I started buying equipment for the business. Then I said, no, this is my business. Now we are in winter, the business is slow because the insects, they are not like bad into the houses.
Trust me, yes, you might think that it's just because the insects are not in the house.
Yeah.
My brother, we are all feeling it, even in other businesses.
Yeah.
It's not only your business.
Yeah.
Winter just brings the business down.
Yeah.
So beside that, I have a friend. That friend is my business partner. The one I used to talk to him each and every situation that we are facing as we foreigners.
Yes.
Then one day I was talking about
can we find a market?
Yeah.
Because here in Cape Town there is some markets.
Yes.
Those night markets, day market for 4 hours, for maybe 6 hours.
Yeah.
So that friend of mine, he find a market. Because me, I got a skill of food.
Yeah.
And then we find a food market in which we said, no, let us start doing food.
Because that's your specialty anyway.
You see?
Yeah.
So we used to have those markets in Constantia.
Yeah.
We have a bench.
Yeah.
That we go and display our food and we sell.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the market is on Wednesday and the Saturdays.
Yeah.
Like today, there was a market, but the weather is not good.
It's not good,
The market cannot open. So we do those businesses as well. Those are our that is our kitchen.
Yeah.
But beside my kitchen, I do also pest control.
Pest control.
I don't work. I just rely on those things.
And you know what? That brings me to, I think it's very important that our brothers and sisters, especially South Africans, understand how we do life in this country.
Yeah.
What I've seen in many of us is that I think we are different from South Africans.
Yeah.
Because what I've seen and what I think is that, firstly, we do not want to work forever. I personally, I think I'm 37 now. I'm approaching 40. I've made myself a promise that I don't want to work for anybody after 40.
Yeah.
So I'm doing everything that I can in my own power to gear up to that time in the next 2 years that I've got everything that is stable to sustain me and make sure that I run my own business moving forward.
That's it.
And I'm hearing your story here, I'm hearing your story here from where you started to where you are now. You're not employed by anybody. You don't have any South African job.
No. I don't think.
I think we must set that one correct.
Yes.
That you do not have any South African job. You are self-employed.
I'm self-employed.
You are. Tell me about your customers. Who are your customers mostly?
Okay, my customers mostly.
Yeah.
They are South Africans.
Pity.
Mostly they are South Africans.
Because.
Yeah. Because I remember the first customer.
Yeah.
She was a woman. She was a woman. She called me in a location, Capricorn. We see you on your ad on Facebook. Can you come, please? The cockroaches, they are bad here. Can you just come and assist us?
Yes.
I said, okay, no problem, I'll come. I go there, I do my work. And the recommendation that I received from her, it was the thing that most people in Capricorn, when they ask her, she gonna tell them.
And guess what? I manage a property just down here, a complex, a flat. By law, we are obliged to do pests, whatever, fumigation.
Fumigation.
Every year, services every year.
Yes.
That tells me also I'm also gonna be your customer now. Because when we do it every year, I'll just give you a call and you can come and figment the full complex.
I'm telling you, and I find there is another South African girl. She owns a guest house. She called me each and every month because I told her that this is a guest house. You need to be smart. Oh
yes,
you
can't see cockroaches. I mean, come on, it's a guest house.
I need to be here each and every month.
Yeah.
So I used to be there each and every month. But beside that, so that I know that I need something each and every day.
Yes.
I do Uber also. I drive also. And
my brother, we've got survival.
That is how I'm surviving.
That's how we have to survive.
That's it.
We have to hustle.
When they're saying that we take some South African jobs, I can say me I don't take, because me I work by myself. From Uber, making food, and do pest and control
service.
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
It's not
and,
easy.
and I think let me make that clear also. This is not easy.
This is not easy.
This life is not easy.
Yeah.
People think that we are in South Africa and back home. We need to make it clear for people back home.
Yeah.
Life is not easy in South Africa.
100.
It's not easy.
100.
It's so much difficult. It is depressing.
Too much.
Stressful.
Stress.
And I think people should not be surprised back home if we die at 50s and and 55 and they hear that we have heart attack and stuff. We stress quite a lot in this country.
Quite a lot.
The pressure is huge.
I feel pressure when it's third week of the month. That's when I realize that, I'm in a foreign land. Because there is something that is coming up in a huge amount that I need to pay.
Yes.
Which is a rent.
Yes.
One day I was thinking that if the way I'm blocked this month, if I was home, I couldn't even worry. Because I know that I'm homeless. But here, I know that I need to pay
the bills.
So from the school transport for the kids, I rent. All the bills need to come to you at once.
And you have to sort them out.
And I need to sort them out. So if I just sit and waiting that I'm gonna get this, that's why I decided myself that no, I don't need to work. I need to end the day while I make something in my pocket, which is mine.
Yes.
Yeah, I mustn't wait that I'm gonna get this
from somebody
at the end of the month or at the end of this week from somebody. No.
Bro, I think we can't finish our conversation. There's so much to talk about and there's so much story. But I just want the whole idea of us having this kind of conversation is for people to understand our story and to know that really we know that there are people who are working, foreigners are working in South Africa, but it's not like everyone who is in South Africa has taken a job away from a South African.
Yeah.
That must be clear.
Yeah.
And those who are also, perhaps those who are working, are probably working their way out of that environment.
Yes.
Because all they want is to earn a living, but along the way of earning that living, all they're thinking about is what can I do for myself.
Yes, and I remember one thing.
Yeah.
Wherever I have been working, I used to work with South Africans.
Yeah.
I can't speak their language.
Yes.
But we used to have a chat. Because I remember I have friends, which is South Africans.
Yes.
They used to ask me, how tough do you manage to be here? And I told them that, you know what, it's not easy to be here. And for me, it's not easy to stay in a location.
I've never stayed in one.
It was so me.
I've never.
So I used to talk to them because
I don't think it's for me.
Like these friends of mine, they are coming from Eastern Cape. So I used to tell them that, you know what, I'm like you. We are here in Cape Town. This is a city.
Yeah.
Our aim is together. I remember at the end of the year, you're gonna need to go back home.
Yes.
Same like other country boys of mine.
Yeah.
They go back home each and every year. Same like you. So what you need to do, you need to find something like to have a skill.
Yeah.
Once you have a skill, you can buy a house here because you have an ID.
You have ID, you have rights. You can.
I used to tell them that, my friend, and there is this guy that I love him so much.
Yeah.
I used to tell him.
A South African guy.
A South African guy.
Yeah.
I used to tell him that.
I love him so much.
Because he told me a lot of his parents' stories back home.
Yes.
So I was encouraging him that, my friend, you know what? Your issue is like my issue.
It's similar. We all have same problems, brother.
But what you need is to learn to do something. He told me that he knows how to drive. I told him that, you know what? You can drive. If you know how to drive, you can get a car.
Yes.
You can be a Uber driver.
Yes.
And being in South Africa, we are working here. The money that comes to your account, you can go and rent a car. You understand? That car, you can start with a Uber, doing a Uber with that car. You gonna pay at the end of the month, while the car gonna be yours one day.
One day.
Then you gonna start with that car. Another day you gonna buy another one. That's the time that your life gonna move up and up and up and up. Because you have a green book, you have a big access to do whatsoever you need here in your country. Don't go back home each and every year.
It's unnecessary.
It's unnecessary. You go there, you spend money. You come here to work. You buy here things that you're sending back home. No, one day call your mother to come here, show her that you buy a house.
My brother, let's end it there. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching us.
Thank you.
These are the kind of things that we're going to be having around here. But before we finish this one, brother, you are a pest control.
Yeah.
You offer those services.
Yes.
Right here in Cape Town.
Yes.
As I already said, I'm promising you I'm your customer from today officially. So wherever you are, go and take that book of yours and write my name down in my number and remind me each and every December, because that's when those cockroaches
started coming.
it's big, it's huge, it's sunny now. So they start coming through the houses and the complex. My tenants start complaining. So each and every December, remind me. And for our viewers who are here in Cape Town, if you want any pest control services, you are welcome to contact us. We can say you can just send us a message on our social media accounts, and then we're gonna forward you the contact details for our brother, he's a good pest control. He has been doing that for quite a few years now, and he's also a chef. So if you want a private chef,
you can call me.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. We appreciate you guys for watching our video, and if you have not subscribed yet, please do subscribe, because we are coming with more of these kind of stories and empowering our brothers and sisters so they can offer more service and more work for those who need jobs to be done. And for advice, so we're not only talking nonsense here, we are also providing our advice on how we get started in life here in this country. And your story is my story. You might think that's because I'm a foreigner here and you are a local. Brother, your story is my story. There's no difference between yours and mine. All we can do is to talk about how can we hustle together so we can move from A to B, you know, and see how we get to Z. That's the only solution we have in Africa.
Because if we fight with the politicians, we cannot all be politicians.
We are all victims of politicians anyway. So the only reason we are here is because of politicians. Whether it's in Malawi, whether it's in DRC, whether in Kenya, we all have one common problem. So, cheers guys, and thank you for watching. We chat to you again soon. Bye.